everybody. I'm Rikki Smith. Welcome to Faith on Friday Presents. At Faith on Friday Presents, our goal is to drive motivation by closing the door on the comfort zone, to foster inspiration by showing you what's possible, and create some transformation by challenging those negative mindsets. And don't forget, while you're here, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and don't forget, share this with your network. All right, y'all. So today is all about the entrepreneurs. You know, the ones who are up late at night trying to figure it all out. What am I going to do? Who am I doing it for? And when am I going to make some money? Well, let me tell you something. Your story of how you got there is the way to do it. We want you to tell it and show it and then share it with everybody else. That being said, y'all are not going to believe the best people I find just for you. Today is no exception. First of all, his name is Jay Naddeo, and he is the coolest guy you will ever meet. So y'all, everybody give it up for my new guest, my new friend, Jay in the house. What's going on, Jay? How are you?
I'm doing good, Rikki. How are you? It's a
I am
pleasure to be here.
fabulous. Oh my gosh, the pleasure is all mine. And we got so much to get into because I need folks to know you. But before we get started, my friend, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're located.
Okay, so we're located in West Palm Beach, Florida, so sunny South Florida, and I know all of you are jealous right now because it's wintertime everywhere else in the country. So I'm sorry it's nice and warm here and it's winter for you, but I moved down here to go to college. Went to college down here, started personal training. I was in that industry for a while, working with people, getting to know people. Things changed, climate shift, goals change, and some of my business partners and I got together and decided to start an apparel company. So it's been 10 years at this now, and we're just rocking and rolling, slinging t-shirts and making people happy one shirt at a time.
I like that so much.
Yeah.
Jay, first of all, I didn't know that y'all were doing this for 10 years.
Yep.
Man, like you heard in the intro, we're talking about the story of it all. Now, you already alluded to a little bit, you didn't wake up to be the t-shirt guy.
No, not
Tell
at
us a
all.
little bit about what you're doing because I know a little bit about the story and it is crazy. So tell us where you got started at.
So it really started. I came down here, went to school for exercise science in college, and I started working as a personal trainer my junior year in college.
Mm,
And I got to know a lot of people and got to learn a lot of things. And it was nice to be able to do something hands-on with what I was learning at the same time.
sure.
So I ran the personal training department for a couple gyms and different things. And that industry is always shifting and changing. And it
Right.
was fun. You get to meet a lot of cool people. You get to learn a lot of different personalities. You become a lot of people's therapists in that session. It's crazy what you get out of it. It's always a
Yeah.
good time.
Hmm.
But that industry, it shifted a lot when I was getting into it because we had the onset of like CrossFit, Orange Theory, and the group fitness gyms and
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
And those things kind of took over the one-on-one training for a little
Hmm.
while. So
Hmm.
when that started to wean, I kind of looked for a pivot to see what else I could do. And one of my friends is like, dude, like you should just get into nightclub security. So it's like, I don't know. I've never done it before. I don't know if I want to be a night walker, work during the day, work at night. And he said, no, no, come
Right.
on, like just give it a shot. So I got into the nightclub business. I worked as a bouncer inside of a few clubs, and some of uh, some of the owners that I worked for were kind of like, dude, you have way too much personality to be the guy that's like putting
Oh.
people in a chokehold and walking them out the door. And we want you to be more of like the face outside. So I got pushed out to be the door guy,
Mm,
and I started working the door at a lot of these clubs and stuff like that. And it
right.
was entertaining. It was a good time. You get to meet a
Yeah.
lot of people. You get to do a lot of different things, and you never know who's gonna walk up
That's
to the
so
front door
true.
of the nightclub.
Yeah. And you're
So
in
I
Florida doing
yeah.
nightclubs.
Hmm.
Anybody will show up
Anybody.
there.
Yeah, anybody could. And then it was one of those things like you just get to have fun with the staff that's working, and it's the beginning of the night is slow. You're in at 10, the club opens at 10, but the
Yeah.
party's not really starting till 11, 12 o'clock at night, and so you
Right.
got to keep you got to keep the door clean. You got to do different things. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
certain customers you don't really want in the club the way they present. So you
Oh
try to
yeah.
gauge the temperature of people and try to find out ways how to like filter them out to
Right.
see if they have the temperament you want in the club. So I used to
Mm-hmm.
play this game with some of our bottle waitresses and be like, hey, in the beginning of the night, be like, hey, I need you to pick a color. I need you to pick a brand. And then I need you to pick like a style, like polo button down
Okay.
t-shirt. And I
Mm-hmm.
would get that information and they're like, what are you doing with this? I'm like, just watch.
Work
And
with
so
me.
what I would do is anyone that came up that had that brand, that style shirt, or that color on that night, I
Mm.
would just be like, hey, sorry, like we can't let you in your group in the club tonight.
Wow.
It's just we're at capacity or something. I would gauge the temperature of
Anything.
their reaction, and some people would be like, oh man, like what do you mean I can't get in? Like this is my whole night. Like this is my final stop. And I'm
Right.
like, all right, we'll make an exception for you. Come on in the door. And then there are other people like, start throwing curse words at you, spitting on you, and it's like,
Wow.
and this is why you're not coming in the club tonight because what
Yeah.
if someone steps on your nice Air Force Ones that are nice crispy white right now? You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna punch someone in the face and they're gonna have to throw you out. And then it
Yeah.
makes the whole night for the club.
So just alleviate the
So,
drama early and you
yeah,
can't come
just
in.
we just tried to I just used it to kind of to filter and gauge the temperature of things, and it's
Right.
kind of how I help keep the clubs less problems on the inside and things like that.
Sure.
So,
And it's so
but
funny
eventually
because
that
most people that's ever worked in a club, because I managed a bar for a lot of years, the stories that you have to tell.
oh we don't even have enough time for 6 podcasts, let alone one for the
Yeah.
stories that I have.
New
Uh,
content. We'll have
so
to come up with a
right,
new podcast called
yep,
Stories of a Bouncer or something. Hey, that's an
yeah.
idea. Y'all,
I got
comment in the
I
comments.
got
What do you think?
tired of
Stories
it.
of a Bouncer. I love it.
Right. I got tired of it, just dealing with it, and it's just a couple nights a week type thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of shifted and pivoted and got invited into working into the adult entertainment side of it on the
Whoa.
VIP hosting. And I made that pivot, and I met. And there's kind of where I made a lot of the connections that are still good and true today with the
Really?
printing industry,
Mm-hmm.
because you never know who's walking in those doors just to kind of get
Right.
away from the craziness of daily life, but they don't want to be out in public like they are at a nightclub. So like it's
Yeah.
a little bit more quiet, a little more reserved in that
Mm-hmm.
environment. So I made a
Right.
lot of good connections there. And
Wow.
one night I just had a really, really long shift, and my business partner was a bartender at a different venue, and he had called me in the morning, and I think I was coming off like a 16-hour shift, and he's
Oh
like, "Dude,
goodness.
I just got done with the bar cleanup. I went in last night at 7. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going home." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I went at 7 last night. I didn't get home till like eight myself."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm walking the dog." He's like, "Listen, like I need an hour. Like let's do something." And I'm like, well, "What are you thinking?" He's like, "I think I'm gonna buy a T-shirt printer and we'll print T-shirts." And I was like, I'm in. Like, sounds
Really?
good.
That fast?
Let's just throw the pasta at the wall and see if it sticks. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's give it a shot. I'm like, between your
Yeah.
network and my network of people, I think there's something there that we can go for. So let's see what happens. And that's
Oh
kind of
my
how the
gosh.
printing business came to. Just a quick phone call after 2 rough night shifts and a quick
Yeah.
conversation, and boom,
Here we are. But how
here
many
we are.
people they've had those stories, those jobs, those experiences. You're like, I'm done with this. I gotta come up with something else. But so you guys got into it. You're walking the dogs, and he's like done with the day, and y'all like, hey, let's get started. So what? Did you buy the printing press and boom, you're a huge success? What happened then?
Yeah, I mean, I wish overnight success was the way it happened. It was
Right.
definitely a grind that still goes till
Yeah.
today. But we got off the phone, and then next thing you know, Monday morning, he's like, "All right, man, the equipment is purchased." He's like, "Mom's giving us a loan, and we're gonna pay mom back."
Okay.
So it's like, "All right, cool." So his mom fronted us some money, and we paid her back in the installment plan that she asked us for,
Hmm.
and we just slowly started selling T-shirts. So
Wow.
business partner, he had a good idea. He's like, "Hey, look, like we worked at all the clubs. All the DJs know all these people. Like, so what
Right.
we're gonna do, we're gonna email all of our friends that are DJs. We're gonna get their logos, and we're
Hmm.
gonna make them a hat and a shirt, and we're gonna put it when we go to work, because we still stayed in the clubs when we were
Sure.
working.
Got to pay the
Because when we
bills.
go into work that night, we're gonna throw the hat and the shirt on their turntable and let them see it, and then they're gonna, and then they happen to wear rock it,
Wow.
take pictures, and then, hey, where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that hat? Oh, Jay and Justin, Jay and Justin,
I
Jay and
love
Justin, and
it.
it started snowballing like that a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we kind of
Oh my
leaned on
gosh.
the club owners that we
Mm-hmm.
were working for, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we'll give you a shot. Just here's what we're paying, charge us the same, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll give you a shot. So we started doing things like that, and
I
then the
love
word of
it.
mouth, it just kind of slowly started spreading. Then we
Yeah.
kind of, um, took the social media. We would post every day, like, oh, we're printing
Yeah.
shirts all day, and then working the club all night, and here's what we're doing, and turning and burning, and lots of
Yeah.
long days and long hours,
Oh,
but
I
a
bet.
continuous grind.
Yeah,
So
it is.
it
But I love
was
it that you did, you hooked up with your connections that you had made already. So you fostered
right.
connections, you held on to them, and then you leveraged them to build your business. So let me ask you, Jay. So some young entrepreneurs watching this right now, and they're like, dang, I've kind of been doing the same thing. I have these people, but I don't know how to reach out to them. What would you tell that person?
I mean, when it comes to reaching out, it's really just don't be afraid of using your connections in your network, and
Mm,
you just bring it up in conversation. It's, I guess the best way I can relate it, my son wanted to start a car detailing business. So
okay.
I invested some money in my son and bought him some auto detailing products. I got him business cards, flyers, shirts, and hats, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just a nice little startup package.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but how do I get the customers? I'm like, here's a list of car shows.
Oh,
Go to the car
brilliant.
shows in Jersey and wear your shirt and your hat and
Mm-hmm.
business cards in your pocket. He's like, well, what do I do from there? I'm like, walk around and be yourself and go make friends. He's like, well, how
Oh.
does that work? I'm like, it's easy. You like cars, right? You drool every time me and you go to a car show. Well, now you're a detailer, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go up, you're gonna talk, oh, nice car. And then you start the conversation. They talk to you, oh, blah, 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 this, that, the other thing. Next thing you know, you're like, oh man, like, where do you go to other car meets or what do you
Mm-hmm.
do? And then, hey, what do you drive? And then that becomes,
Wow.
hey, like, what do you do for work? Like, you
Mm-hmm.
usually end up asking because look, if you're in the car scene, how
Sure.
do you have all the money
To
to
buy
put
some of
into
these
your car?
cars.
So do you
Yeah.
work a 9 to 5 and you're a day trader on the
Mm-hmm.
side? Like, what are you doing? Like
Right.
you got something going on. So
Yeah.
you bring that up, and then usually it's casual conversation. The next question is, oh, what do you do? And
Mm-hmm.
that's when you're like, hey, I detail cars. Like if you ever need something, give me a call. Or if you're a regular
Yeah.
detailer booked and you need something done fast, like call me and give me a shot. And
That's
that's
it.
it. You just
You
casually slip it into conversation.
That
Um,
is so good because you literally just gave a master class on how to start your small business. You
yeah,
basically said first, brand yourself, put your hat, put your t-shirt on, make sure you have your cards with you. You then said go networking, find the places where your customers will be. Then you said make friends. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then this is my favorite part of it. You let them talk. And then you slide it in on what you do. That is a masterclass, y'all. I am telling you, how many small business owners are out here? They have no idea how to do this. And you just gave it to them all in less than 30 seconds.
yeah,
Jay,
it's
that's brilliant.
it all comes down to communication and then just work ethic and being personable is really
Yeah.
to me is the key. So you have to work hard, you have to stay on task
Mm-hmm.
and know that it's not going to happen overnight. You're going
Yeah.
to have ups, you're going to have downs, but if you no matter what you do, there's certain things that everyone's looking for, right? Like
Yeah.
customer service and
Mm-hmm.
feeling appreciated. Not that, hey, I'm just another dollar sign to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to feel like your
You're
time is
important.
valuable. Their
Yeah.
their time is valuable to you.
Right.
So the minute you blow someone off, they become like, you know what? Like if I find someone down the street that's $3 cheaper, I'm
I'm
going to
done.
that guy because I don't want to spend it
Yeah.
because he looks at me as a dollar sign.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if you show them that you actually value what they have to say, what they do, they tend to like come back to you
Yeah.
a little bit more often. So customer
Mm-hmm.
service is always like the number one thing, and that
Yeah.
just goes along with being personable. Like it's
Yeah, it
not
does.
hard to be personable. So
I
like for
love that.
me, that's the trick with that, with everything
Yeah.
is building the relationships.
And building your relationships, because like you said, with your folks, your network started the business for you. You already had them, they already knew you, they probably already liked you, they knew what kind of guy you were, they appreciated your work ethic, and they're like, that's an easy sale, give them a shot.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
it helped
Jay, real
everything.
quick, we haven't
Sure.
even said, what's the name of your business?
Okay, so the business name is Ripprint, which is it's a play on words, but it also caters to my business partner Justin's last name, which is Rip, R-I-P-P.
Okay.
So how we came about it, we were sitting on the couch one day trying to figure out what are we going to name the company, and one of our buddies that was actually a DJ, he was with us, and he does some graphic design on the side, so we had him involved with us in the beginning, and he's like,
Mhm.
he's sitting on the couch and we're kind of scratching our heads, like throwing ideas in the air, and all of a sudden, like he's like typing on the computer, and he's typing, and then he pops his head up. He's like, "I got it," and we're like, "What?" And he like turns his computer around, and he shows us this thing, and it says "Ripprint," one word, and he's
Mhm.
like, Justin was immediately like, "I love it," and then
Yeah,
I was kind of like,
because it's my name.
I see what you did there. The
Hmm.
software that we used on the original printers that we had
Hmm.
was RIP software, so Rasta image processing. And
Okay.
then we printed, so he put it together, Ripprint. But then when he did it, he noticed like if I capitalize the RIPP, it emphasizes Justin's name, but it also breaks up the rip and the
Yeah,
print. So and that's kind of how
brilliant.
it came about. So
Yeah.
you know,
I love that because so many people have a really cool story about how the name of their company started. Hey, if you guys are watching and you have a really cool name, drop it in the comment. How did you pick the name for your business? I'm so curious.
yeah, so it came out there on the whim, and I was like, hey, it works with me. It's simple,
Yeah.
it's easy to remember. I go,
Hmm.
it might be a hard sell here and there in the beginning, but it'll catch.
And
So
it
it
sounds like it
worked.
caught
So
10 years later.
yeah,
So
10 years
then
later.
here you still are. So then, Jay, who are your customers? Because I mean, I'm one of those people, everybody wears a t-shirt, right? But do you really work with and for everybody?
Everybody we possibly can, to be honest. I mean, our client base, it's a huge variant.
Hmm.
We do one shirt at a time or thousands of shirts at a time. So
Oh,
if you
wow.
need a gag gift for a friend, if you have an
Hmm.
embarrassing picture from their birthday last year and their birthday's coming up and you want to put their face on a t-shirt and wear it to their birthday party, we can
Oh,
do that
yeah.
for you. Or if you're a business and you're all over the country and you need thousands of shirts with your, standard left chest, big back logo to
Right.
advertise what you do, we cater to that as well. So we have environmental air purification companies, restaurants, bars, nightclubs. We
Wow.
have mom and pop nutrition stores. We have landscapers, general contractors, construction companies.
Wow.
I mean, we have Uber drivers that wear they get their name branded and it just says driver underneath on a nice
Hmm.
shirt that they wear. They want to look cleaner for what they do. So everyone is really a target
A
as
target. I
far as
like
like
that.
who could be our customer base.
Hmm.
Let's not call them a target, but everybody is a potential client, right? So
Right.
everyone has a branded apparel, whether they even if you don't know it or not. Like
Yeah.
we can make shirts for your podcast because your podcast has a name, right?
Hmm.
So you might not think it, but like, hey, it's easy advertising in a
Yeah,
t-shirt, and
it
people like
is.
to wear t-shirts. So if you give a
Hmm.
quality shirt, people are
Hmm.
more inclined to wear it. And then
Hmm.
the name, it's free marketing. And I learned that from
Yeah.
a friend of mine in the nutrition industry.
Hmm.
Um, he used to every $50 purchase, hey, go pick a t-shirt off the wall, and it
Oh,
had
that's
his
so
logo on
cool.
it.
Hmm.
And next thing you know, like you meet him the first time and you've never seen his logo before ever, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the gym that first day you're wearing his shirt, and you go in and you notice like, why does 75 other people in this gym have the same
His
logo
shirt.
on right now that I do? And then you realize how big his network is. And
Yeah.
you're like, dude. And he's like, bro, I've been giving shirts away like that my whole career.
Wow.
He's like, the
That's
t-shirt is the
crazy.
biggest point of advertising. He's like,
It
I
can
can't even
be.
tell you how many people came in and said, "Hey, I saw your shirt for your supplement store at the gym,
Yeah.
so I figured I had to come and check it out."
Yeah, I
So
love
I
that
yeah,
because we actually do have t-shirts for Faith on Friday. And it's so funny sometimes people will send me a picture with them in the t-shirt or somebody there's a
right.
lady here, she wears hers and she was at Walmart one day and she texted me. She goes, "Hey, I was in Walmart and it's two people with the same t-shirt on." Freaked me out. I cried, but that's just me.
It's awesome. You gotta
It
love it,
is. It's so
right?
cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why we stopped doing that. We're gonna have a conversation after this, Jay. I might need to pick
Okay.
that back up. So Jay, let me ask you. You are in Florida. You are
Right.
making t-shirts. What else do you guys do? Is it just t-shirts? What else do you do?
So we run the full gamut. We do apparel, we do embroidery. So we do screen printing, embroidery, direct to film printing,
Okay.
sublimation printing. We do
Wow.
we get large format printing done. So if you need business cards, flyers, tents, backdrops, any kind of printed media, we could do all those things as well. Really, sky's the limit. Like if
Yeah.
you were to go on our website, it's a very dark rabbit hole. If you go into the promotional items section,
Hmm.
like you'll spend days there. And in days, you're still not going to even scratch the surface of like what you can really get done, like stress
Right.
balls, golf club covers. If you need canvas posters, like you name it. Like the sky's the
Wow.
limit.
It sounds like it. So you mentioned the website. Give us the web address because I know folks are like, I need to go out there right now.
Okay. So the website is ripprint.com, ripprint.com. And our
Perfect.
social media handles are the same at Ripprint on Facebook, at Ripprint on TikTok, and on Instagram. So
That is
very
it.
easy to find us.
That would say if you can't find me, you're not looking. Don't
Right,
worry, everybody. If you
right.
did not get that contact information, everything is going to be in the description below because we need you to go out there because I know I am. And don't forget, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and share this with your network. Jay, my friend, before I let you go, we got to play a game. Woo!
Sounds good.
All right, so this game is super simple. The game is called This or That. I'm going to give you the choice of a couple of things, and you, my friend, just tell me which one you like the best. Are you ready to play, Jay?
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm so scared, but I can't wait. Here we go. Tea,
Coffee,
peanut butter, crunchy or smooth?
crunchy,
Really? Why am
crunchy.
I surprised? I don't know. I'm surprised about that. Okay, Super Bowl, the game or the commercials?
Oh, tough one. Commercials.
Okay, I like it.
I
Are you a
love the
football
game,
fan?
but the commercials. I love the game of football,
Okay, but it's the
but
commercials.
my team hasn't been there in 20 something years, so I
Who's your
never care
team?
about the teams anymore. I'm a Raiders fan. Kill me now.
But stay a fan. Don't
I
give
am.
up.
Oh, I
Don't give
am.
up. All
Yep.
right, are you ready? Let's
Ready.
go. Let's see. Movies, action adventure, romantic comedies.
Action adventure.
Ah,
Definitely.
read the book or see the movie.
Oh, I'm gonna see the movie guy. The ADHD doesn't let me read.
I love it. 10,000 people are going, yeah, same.
Yep.
Make the call or send the text.
I want to text it first.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I'm not mad. Yellow light, speed up or slow down.
Fly right through.
Like it wasn't even there. That's my dude. I like it. They do that in Florida. I thought they slowed down.
No, no hesitation.
Don't even think about it. I
Nope.
like it so much. All right. Clap back or hold your tongue.
Bite the tongue.
Bite the tongue. Really? I am a
Bite
little
the tongue.
surprised by that. You seem to be the clap back, come get some kind of guy.
There's a reason it's not.
Okay. We're not going back no matter what. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yep.
I'm not mad. We all came from somewhere. And finally, my friend, what would you tell your 13-year-old self right now?
Stay focused, stay grounded, and believe in yourself.
I love it. All right, everybody, y'all heard it here first. Jay, thank you so much, my friend, because I knew this was going to be fun.
This was a great time. I was so happy to be on board for this.
I appreciate you. Okay, everybody, that's it for this week. But don't worry, we'll be back next week with more Faith on Friday Presents.